So what if you're using Virtualbox to create your network? So we have two machines here. I have a Server 2008 and a Windows 7 machine. So I've already gotten these started. And so if we look at the settings, just like we did in VMware, I can see that it is set to NAT, and this one's set to NAT. So when we did that in VMware, we were able to communicate between the two machines. I created my Server 2012 in my Windows 7 box, and they were able to ping and communicate and do everything, right? And they were able to access the internet. So let's test. First, we have our IP address. This is our Windows 7 machine. Looks like it's a good NATed address. Let's see if we can communicate with the outside world. So we'll try to ping Google's DNS server. That looks like that's working. So good signs so far, right? Let's jump over to our Windows box, our Windows server, and let's see what our IP address is here. Remember, on this other machine, I'm having my mouse is fighting with each other. Our IP address was 10.02.15, and our default gateway was 10.0.2.2. So let's see what it is on this other machine where we're also using NAT and Virtualbox. Let's see. So it says 10.0.2.15. Sounds a little familiar. And default gateway 10.0.2.2. So what if I try to ping that? Will it work if I try to ping 10.0.2.15? Will it work? I say yes. It's working. But what am I pinging? I'm pinging myself. I'm only pinging this machine. I'm not pinging the other machine. So that's a little issue that we have in Virtualbox. So if you want to use Virtualbox to do your networking, to create a network, we have to do a small extra step. And let me pause this. Let's try this preferences. And let's go to network. Let's add a new NAT network. And we can give this a name. And that's fine. Okay. Now let's go back in here, make sure that we're on the correct one. Network, URB NAT, NAT network. And go in here, settings, network, NAT network, URB NAT. Okay. And now we can start these machines. And let's see what we get this time. Alright, well, I'm going to get this running in a second here. Go ahead and get this one open. IP config. Oh, that's not good. Now I have an APIPA address. So I'm not going to be able to get out to the internet. So if I try to do this, it's going to fail. Oh. That's going to fail. See? And now alright, so that part looks good. That part looks good. So our remaining issue is seeing if we can communicate with this machine, which right now, okay, we have a new IP address. So 10.0.2.4. So now if I can just ping 10.0.2.2, hey, so now we are completely in business. So now if I try to ping the outside world, I get a reply, and now I can communicate from my Windows 7 machine to my Windows Server 2008. I've got some strange mouse problem going on here, but other than that, the two are communicating. So that's how easy it is to set up your network using VirtualBox. Again, my personal preference is to use VMware. It doesn't take that extra step of, again, going. What we had to do, to kind of recap, is we had to go to File, Preferences, then we needed to go to Network, create a NAT network, and give it a name, hit OK. Then we needed to go to each of the machines, go to the settings, go to network, and change where it was NAT, change that to NAT network, and then select the name of that NAT network that we set in the settings. So those are the different ways that you can create a network using either VirtualBox or VMware. Thanks.